All right, we're back with Living End yet again, and this is probably the last enabler we have to test out. But we're going for a teamer version this time. We're still playing Violent Outburst, but this time we're also playing Etali's Favor, which is a 3-mana enchantment. It has to enchant a creature you control. When it enters, you discover 3, and the enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. So obviously we need a creature to target with it, but if we play this, we can either hit another Etali's Favor, hit a Violent Outburst, or hit a Living End directly, and all 3 of those options lead to Living End at the end. Now, in order to actually have a creature to play, I am playing Dwarven Mine and Colony Garden, which are tutorable off of Vibrance or Oliphant. Dwarven Mine obviously needs 3 other mountains in order to make the token, but we have a pretty mountain-heavy mana base with 4 grounds, 4 steam vents, Thundering Falls, and Commercial District. So I'm hoping that's enough with that. But this version, Discover is a little different than Cascade because this hits the mana value equal or less than, which means we can't play 3 drops besides Violent Outbursts. So no Endurance, no Force of Negation. But we do get to play Wistfulness since we're back into Teamer colors. I'm playing a couple Sky Turtle as some early interaction. Mearshell Crab, which I think might be a little expensive in terms of counter spells, but I want to try it out because we haven't tested it yet. So this is just discard it, counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. We have a classic Cycler with Curator, and then we're also playing Striped Riverwinder, and then along with Oliphant, we're playing 1 Generous Ent. And then finally, another card that I saw other people have success with is Kaleem, which is discard it, you tap a non-land permanent, and you get to draw a card. So it basically cycles, but we get to tap something down. And then if you exile 2 other cards named Jin Emperor from your graveyard, you can return this card back to the battlefield. And then whenever you discard it, you get to conjure another one into your library, which is a lot of text. Obviously not good in multiples because it's legendary, but it does cycle and allow us to tap something down at the same time for just 2 mana, which I hopefully, along with Kaleem and stuff, or I'm sorry, along with Vibrance, which can pay double red to deal 3 damage to something, will be enough early interaction along with Colossal Sky Turtle. So that's where we're at. Mana base, we're playing a couple Surveil lands to tutor off of our Mana Cyclers, and then some interesting land choices here, but pretty standard besides that. And then sideboard, I'm just trying a whole bunch of stuff here, chat. A whole bunch of stuff. So against Ruby Storm, which is really popular at the moment, I'm going to try out Mindbreak Traps, because they're 4 mana, but if our opponent casts 3 or more spells this turn, you can pay 0 and just exile all the spells they have on the stack when they go for it, which is pretty cool. We're also playing 4 Leyline of the Void as our Grave Hate of choice, even though Living End kind of acts as that too. A couple Damping Sphere. I'm not sold on this because if we're playing these, that means we have a chance to Cascade or Discover into them, but I think they're good enough against the decks we want them for that it doesn't matter as long as we hit something. A Living End or a Damping Sphere will be beneficial. Along with that, a single Demon Farrier, just trying it out. I liked it in Demi-Lich, and we're cycling cards so we can actually get the mana cost down a little bit and play multiple spells in a turn. Twin Shot Sniper as some more early interaction. A single Strong-Held Vanguard because it has Bear Down, which blows up an artifact or enchantment, even though we do have artifact and enchantment hate in the main deck with Wistfulness. A couple more Colossal Sky Turtles to help bounce creatures and bring back stuff in the grindy games. And then a single Besieju who endures for additional artifact enchantment hate and a land hate if we need it. That's it, chat. We're going in. I'm gonna turn my music down a little bit. Alright. I like this hand to start off. We'll see what we can do here. I don't know, let's look it up. What am I looking at? In Living Ends? I think you can. There's a post on Modern Magic from 6 years ago that says yes. Okay, chat, we might be in trouble if our opponent has good old, Vidalian Hexcatcher. I think I'm just gonna hold on to Kaleem. We might have to fire off an early one, but that's okay. But yeah, apparently you can. This person has, we'll talk about after stream. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, huh? Plus we have Vibrance to make sure we hit all our lands and stuff. Where did I just put that? Harbinger of the Seas is tough for us, huh? Actually, shit, chat. Are we playing basics? No, we are not. I'm gonna get fucked. I mean, if we hit another land, we can start casting things. That's a my bad. Chat, we're not playing any basics. I don't actually have like a plan. Like we just have to kind of start casting our things. If he gets a Master of the Pearl Trident, we're kind of boned. That's what we call entering the bone zone. So this guy's playing Living End, Violent Outburst. Okay, we find another Kajim. We're just gonna play this and see. Does he have counter magic? Is he playing counter spell? No attacks. He's got main deck Dismember. What a baller. Do we have unnerfed fires in Historic? We do, right? Ooh, okay. Opponent has second track hand, which lets him just have an endless stream of cards. Also, first time I've seen someone play Pearl, which is pretty hot. Yeah, Furrows, I think you're right there. I mean, I think he already knows what we're on. However, we do have enough stuff to actually kind of be relevant. Maybe we want the Sky Turtles. Probably the Twin Shot Snipers. Kind of sucks that turns off. We'd have to get an early land. I don't love Mearshell Crab here, but it is a way to counter stuff even if he has Catcher up. Kind of, if that makes sense. Probably drop it. I think I like Clean. Fire should be a Namo if you have a Discover Cascade Chain. True. Unless you're, I mean, you could play Bloodbraid Elf. But yeah, everything would, kind of like the other stuff, everything would have to be above 4 mana. Okay, this might work out for us, chat, maybe. Does this mean we have to put basics in our mana base, chat? I don't really want to do that. Is that a blue-black? Are we getting thought seized? Oh, no. Okay. Etali's Favor's pretty good. We can at least float mana. If he plays Harbinger, we can float mana and kill that. Tracking Trainer is pretty good. I'm just gonna tap that and draw. Okay. If we need it, we have Outburst up. I'm just gonna let him hit me. Only problem with that is obviously when it comes back, kind of sucks. But we have Sky Turtle. Do I just... I'm just gonna... Chat, I know this is a bold move, but I'm gonna fire it off now. Because our Twin Shot comes back in and kills his Harbinger. And we can at least start putting pressure on him. Opponent honestly does not know what Living End is. Frozen, you were right. Opponent does not know what Living End is. That's funny. Okay, so Twin Shot was definitely good there. I think we're just gonna send it again. Chat, is the music too loud? Can you still, is it annoying? I hope not. I apologize if it is. Does anyone... combo... Modern Fires of Invention deck concepts. That's with like Save of the Moment and stuff. County Garden into a... I don't love it. Dude, we have one Ad Nauseam brew ready to go, and that's it. I'm gonna... I'm gonna get rid of a starting town. I think. Because in this case, we can at least fetch a Colony Garden off of the Vibrance. Got a hop. Good luck in your brews. Thanks, Kook. See you around. Thanks for stopping by. Good to talk to you. Okay, there's an Outburst. Pretty good. I don't know if he'll counter this. He might. If he does, it's on me that, Okay, so let's grab Colony Garden here. Plays the Hex Catcher. That's not good for us. But we can bounce it with Demon Fear's Sorcery Speed. I don't really like... Maybe this isn't the shell for this. There's a Living End. This guy is playing Lord Servant right now. Jorts. Let me turn his stream down. What's Lord's on? Probably whatchamacallit, right? Lotus Field. Tap his Kaleem down. Draw into a Stomping Ground, not too shabby. Looks like Scape Shift still, that makes sense. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, I don't want Demon Inferior. We want, like, a Sky Turtle. I guess we can... Are we dead? Not quite. We're close. We can double red here and kill Hexcatcher. Does he have counter magic? Yeah, he has real counter magic, chat. That's not good for us. Second Vibrance. I mean, if we draw a land off the top, we Vibrance into Violent Outburst, right? I mean, I assume he has something. I think I have to block here. Go to 5. We're dead next turn. If opponent has a Harbinger here, we're kind of boned. There's a Ponder. Oh, Lord Servant's doing pretty well. 943. Oh, he's on... This guy's on Smallpox? What kind of list? Oh, we brewed a very similar one. Okay, chat, we found the lands. So... Is this gonna tap right? Yeah. We have a Vibrance. Arctic? Does he have another counter spell? He's got to, right? Fuck me, chat. I mean, I can Outburst in response and make him... Oh, maybe he'll be dumb and he'll counter the Violent Outburst. Oh, no, he didn't. People used to do that at F&M all the time. They'd go like counter Cascade, counter Violent Outburst. I'd be like, okay. Cascade. He homebrews everything, so a lot of his stuff is kind of janky. Fuck yeah, I'll give him a follow. I'm not listening to him right now. He has Force Spike too. Chat, we weren't meant to win this one. We weren't meant to win this one. Hatchcatcher's fucking garbage for us. Okay. What did we... I found out I don't like Demon Inferior. It's just worse. It's just worse. I also think that means we have to play... We should play one mountain. What am I playing... What am I playing instead of Demon Inferior? I don't know. We can't play Dismember because Etali's Favor would hit it. We have to play 4 or more mana. I think we just play another Twin Shot Sniper, to be honest. Yeah, I know. Etali's Favor is a little harder to build the deck around. It's a little more awkward. Do I think I have to play a... I should play a basic mountain. So, because then we can... If we have a basic mountain, we can at least fetch one under a Harbinger off of Oliphant and then still cast Etali's Favor. Oh. Chat, did we just get a follow? Sorry, I have my actual PC sound. Rizaleo? Are you our new follower? Hello, Rizaleo. Welcome to the Jank Tank. Oh. Game 2, let's try it out. I don't like having a Living End in hand, but it's not the worst thing we could be doing. I'm gonna go find a Surveil land, I think, here. Oh, no. Yeah. He said, nice. Chat, my opponent said, nice. I think they're on to us, chat. I think he's on to us. Malevolent Rumble. Oh, what are you playing? Oh, shit, chat. Oh, shit. It's the mirror match, chat. And he has endurance, and we don't. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God, chat. So, do I just fire it off now and see what happens? Let's fire it off now and see what happens. It's better than us dumping a bunch more stuff into there. Okay. He has 2 creatures. Three creatures, I'm sorry. Plus the endurance. Chat, the endurance is way better than us. But he doesn't have the Etaler's favor. He doesn't have Etali's favor. If he's playing Fear of Missing Out and that stuff, I assume he's on a Bloodbraid Marauder build. Yeah, he's playing Enduring Courage too. Ouch. Okay, Vibrance isn't the worst. We can at least evoke and kill Fear of Missing Out, but then we're just dead. Chat, why do we face the mirror matches? Okay, we're gonna bring in all the Ley Lines of the Void. Dude, honestly, Endurance is just hard. Is it weird to bring Mind Break Chat in here? If he, like, has, like, a free... Well, no. Probably not. It is weird. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I like the Mirror Shell Crabs here. I don't know if Sky Turtle is going to do a whole lot for us. As well as Kaleem. I think these are fine. We have Wistfulness. Maybe we just drop both Sky Turtles. Maybe a River, maybe a Curator. We just bring in all, we just mauled the Ley Line. That's our only hope here, chat. Praven subscribed tier 1 for 11 months. Praven, that's almost a whole goddamn year. Am I just... Nope. Chat, do I have to maul it into Ley Line? I think I do. Hell yeah! Perfect. What a beautiful hand. What a beautiful hand. Okay, we mauled the 4 to find a Ley Line, and our opponent gets to actually do real things, which is kind of hard for us. But they get to play real spells, so it's a little different. They have a better plan B than we do. Oh yeah, he's just hard casting the Marauders, baby. Thanks, Praven. I appreciate you. Yeah, look at this plan B. He's got a great plan B. We find a Colony Garden. Okay, so we at least get a Vibrance back. Which is better than nothing. He has a second Marauder, which is fine. I would like a blue source. He's got double Marauder. Chat, I would like a blue source. I will take that instead, though. Oh, those can't block. Good for us. What do you find? Disciple? Oh no, just overgrown too. Ooh, what's he gonna cast, chat? What's he gonna cast? I mean, honestly, we might just have to keep Vibrance back and chill. Okay. Yeah, we're at a low life total here. Oh my god, chat! Oh. Wait, undo. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. That would have been bad. What are we getting? Probably just a commercial district, right? So problem is opponent. We don't have a second blue source. Opponent could still living end to clear the board, but I think we have enough in here to do that. Let's force a block. Do I just hardcast? I think I just hardcast this. Actually, is it? Chat, why do I always click the wrong one? This is only opponents, right? Yeah. It's been a few days. Any fun decks? The Boros Hollow One list from last night was super fun. And there's a Discord. There's stuff in the Discord for it. I think we're just gonna send it again. We put him on a plan B and we somehow won the plan B race. So that's pretty good. Okay, game 3. You kept telling me not to craft. What did you say it had a million things? Am I just mollygating for Leyline again, chat? I think I have to. Oh shit. Okay, I found one. the old one lander, chat. Didn't you say you need to use like 12 things for that? Oh, JK, we found the double starting town off the rip. Opponent rumbles. Oh. Wait, chat, we do have Force of Vigor? Chat, why did I think I thought that was in my brain that wasn't even okay. Chat, we have Force of Vigor. I thought that was in my brain. I thought we just got endurance and not force. But apparently I was wrong. Shit. Am I stupid, chat? Let's commercial district. He has Fairy Macabre, but I don't think that matters too much. I know we only have 2 creatures, but he can do whatever he wants. Does he have the force? No, just an Oliphant. Okay, well then we can change our sideboard. No one told me we had Force of Vigor. Praven, you had 1 job. Okay, he finds a Wistfulness, which hurts us. We still have Mearshell Crab going. And he plays Fear of Missing Out. Okay. Is it worth me just holding on to Crab? Or do I want to kill the Fear? I might as well just strike Fear into my enemy's hearts. This also might just give him... It gives him Delirium. What is he at? Creature and Enchantment? He's not there yet. Do I want to find a land off this Vibrance? I think I do. Two times 0 is still 0, Praven. I think we're just gonna grab a Breeding Pool here. Okay, honestly, I might put the blue-red Surveil land back. Is he gonna try and Living End next turn? And he obviously discarded Fairy Macabre there, so that makes me think he doesn't have Endurance. Or else he would have just evoked that first. Okay, he goes for an Overlord. Hits Marauder. But he's still not... Well, yeah, he's kind of far ahead of us, huh? He doesn't have... Does he have something? Oh, he's looking for it. Sorcery? And they have haste, right? So we get some blockers. Is he on the... He's on the Gridley salvage version? I saw this on Twitter. So he gets some hasty stuff. We get 2 4/4s. Did these get +2/+0? Yeah, we're just dead, right? Alright, chat. Game 3. We do have a Vibrance and a Surveil land, so I'm going to give this a shot. We can go fetch a blue source on 2. I like the idea of this shell quite a bit. But might not make the cut here, chat. So far, the best one I've played is the Beseech version. Oh, we'll take that, chat. That's pretty good. Seer step pathway into a looting. Oh, yeah. Loot your little heart out. Oh, chat, he's just on a straight up reanimator, huh? I guess we just have to keep up Kaleem for turn 2 persist. That's not good. Goes for a second one. Chat, I miss endurance. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Grab the prize. Very interesting. Let's cycle a striped Riverwinder. We find Mearshell Crab, which is pretty good. We'll hold on to it. Technically, he could also be playing Living End if he's a gamer. No, he's not a gamer, chat. Problem is, us Living End ending is rough. Because he's gonna get back. We're gonna have to do like an instant speed one. How many mountains? We have 3 mountains, right? So I can play a Dwarven Mine. That gives us a target for Etali's favor. And then we'll just hold on to whatever else. Opponent casts Death. We're gonna tap it. I would love to find a Sky Turtle here. That's not a Sky Turtle, chat. Steam Vents. What am I doing here? We need to find a Sky Turtle, but that means we can't double blue, so I guess we just have to cycle a Curator and hope. That's a Vibrance. We can only hit that for, what, 6? And we're just gonna get Ulamog. Or is this just from your... Okay, we're not quite dead. We might be dead, but there's a chance we're not if he hits, like, an Atraxa or something. No, he just hits Ulamog. Okay, wait, no, we're not dead. Chat, we're doing great. I have another turn to live. Okay. Okay, that's not what we wanted. I guess my best bet is to try and find an Etali's favor here. I can't even go fetch a Steam Vents and tap down Ulamog anyways. Or tap down Mikey. Oh, no, yes, I can. I have Vibrance. That gains me 2 life. Chat, I'm so smart. Okay, chat. We're hanging on by a thread. Give me... Okay. The problem is we have 2 living end in hand. Oops. Okay. Chat, we're at 2. We're at 2. What does he have? Other big things? Okay, no, nothing else big. Off the top, let's go. Give me something crazy. Here it is. Okay. Not dead yet. We have a chance. We have a chance. Okay, we don't have any chances anymore. We survived a long time, though. I think same plan, right? We're just bringing all our ley lines. And probably 2 sky turtles. He's got to know what we're on, right? I would think. No, I like that. I like Plum too. Maybe down a couple wistfulness. Oh. Boys, we're not doing too hot with this version. Just saying. I know I'm the one who brewed it, but I like the double Etali's favor, but okay. This is a turn 3 Cascade. Let's try it out. I don't know, chat. I've heard that a lot over the last few days. Praven, we still have so many decks to get to. Just let me have my one. Let me have my living end days. Fuck! Oh. Okay, so chat, we found our ley line, and I said I was gonna maul it into ley line, and then I got excited by the cards in my hand and proceeded to not do that. Okay, Sky Turtle's good. What did he discard? Just an Etali? Do I wanna... There's no point in me doing this because he's gonna get Etali anyways. So I'll just hold on to a thing in case he tries to go for Etali, and I'll bounce it. And then we'll try and fire off a favor next turn. We'll see what he does. Goes for the Necromancy. Okay. We're okay with that. He bring back his Etali. We're gonna bounce it right away in response. And that spins him into... Of course it spins him into a Raff and Mikey. But we can get rid of Raff and Mikey. No, we can't. It has haste. So we're gonna get smacked. By a second... Okay, perfect. That was what we needed, chat. I like that. And we find a blue source. So, that's Etali's favor. Because we have nothing else to do. We'll cast the Violent Outburst and spin into a living end. He gets a Raff and Mikey back, but at least we get 2 creatures back. Is that enough? Probably not. But we tried. I think we're also just kind of running into more obscure decks. I haven't faced merfolk in a long time. I guess Reanimator's not that obscure. In best of 3, it kind of is. But we'll see what our opponent does. I should have just stuck with the plan of trying not to die with Leyline. But yeah. Okay, and he hits the move log. Chat, we're just dead. Jesus Christ. We're learning a lot, though. Alright, match 4 actually looks pretty good to me. We have 2 ways to combo off. We have a token land, so we can target with Etali's favor. And we're going to do it whatever we can. There used to be a guy at my FNM that played Living End Twin. In, like, whenever before Twin was banned and then unbanned. Chat, that's a watery grave. I don't like that. I'm gonna swing with my token to intimidate him. He didn't even block. Oh, but I wrote, my article came out and it just kind of went through all the versions of Living End I've tried so far. What does experimental augury mean? With proliferate? That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I think I just want to keep putting stuff in the graveyard, so I'm going to burn our opponent for 3. We have a second Colony Garden, but we also just have Violent Outburst. We need another mountain to turn on Dwarven Mine. Bolton has a forest. Is he on some sort of toxic list? With like a really slow start? Yes, he is. What is he playing blue for? But Augury and Thrumming? Oh. Chat, I figured it out. You thought I wouldn't figure it out, but I did. Let's just make a blocker, and then let's burn out the other one. Let's just burn the Roach out. I don't mind doing whatever. I think I'm gonna try and get one more cycle, so that way we have enough power with Kaleem, and he just has a Roach, maybe. I'd be gleeful. Spell Thief. No blocks here. I'm still a little concerned. I don't know if he's playing counter magic. It'd be just our luck, wouldn't it? Let me find a starting town. Okay. We're just gonna chill for a turn. And if he tries to go off, we can Outburst. I don't know what that card does. What do we draw? What do we draw? What do we draw? Another starting town. Okay. Well, either way, we can Outburst on his turn, and if it doesn't work, we'll just Etali's favor and go off that way. Ooh, chat. Piece of candy that we can do. See, because there's a pause here. What does that pause mean? I don't know. I don't need an Oliphant. Okay, let's find out if our opponent is going to have counter magic or not. Oh, if he does something right now, I'll just fire it off. Target card in an opponent's hand gains whenever you cast a spell. That seems really bad, Chad. Why do I look so silly? What's happening? What's happening? Until end of turn, target creature just... Okay. Resolves. Let's see if I can outburst. Oh, please counter the outburst. Chad, he messed up. He messed up, Chad. People don't realize they're separate. It's a separate trigger. Okay, I assume they're gonna bring in some counter magic and stuff, but I think we're just gonna bring in the twin shot snipers. And what else? I guess wistfulness is probably useful. I think I'm gonna drop some Mearshell Crabs. Feels a little slow. What are the chances they bring in? Should I bring in 2 forces too? We kind of need to maximize green spells for that, huh? I'm just betting on them bringing in Graveyard Hate. And hopefully their artifacts or enchantments. Oh, chat! We're gonna mulligan. This is pretty good. I think we're gonna drop the crab. We can go turn 1 garden, turn 2 something. Ooh, we need a Thoughtseize. Yeah, we are. Took our Violent Outburst. In that case, I think I kind of want to wait to play the County Garden. We have what? Green, red. Do I just want to grab... I kind of want double blue, don't I? I'm going to grab a Steve Benz here. What did OG, like, in terms of what? Like, the current modern or, like, OG Living End? The original Living End was made by Travis Wu in 2010. And it was real simple. It was just cyclers. It was literally just cyclers. Ooh, I have to discard a non-land card, huh? I'll eat the wistfulness. Okay, second outburst is pretty good. What do we have in here? I might as well just go off now, right? While I have a moment. What are the chances he's playing a board wipe or something? But it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 20. It was 20 cyclers. You had Violent Outburst and Demonic Dread, which is a sorcery speed 3-mana guy. It played Ingot Chewer, which is a single. It's a 3/3 that you can evoke for 1 to blow up an artifact or enchantment. Good game. Okay. Thank you. Chat, how do you feel about siding in Leyline here? Because it turns off Moonshadow, right? Put it into your graveyard. And it turns off Kroxa. I don't hate it. I'm going to try it out. I guess a couple Force of Figures are fine too. Turtle? Maybe. We can bring in 1 turtle. But yeah, it was pretty simple. He played Knight of Souls Betrayal. And then later on, it also played 4 Fulminator Mage. But later on, they adapted and started playing Beast Within. And I don't know, the games were just so... It felt so clean. But like you could get into these grindy matchups where like you would keep flip-flop... You would cast Living End just to like flip-flop the board and evade like a big swing. I don't love Mearshell Crab here either. Kind of slow. Probably clean. I'm gonna drop all the mirror shell crabs. Is that a good idea? Probably not. But then you could also, like, there was some games where you would, like, I don't know, you would cycle a few turns, and maybe you would play, like, you could start playing, like, Brazen Borrower and Bone Crusher Giant later on. So you would just kind of, like, cycle, but then you could start, like, picking stuff off and doing all other sorts of shit. Chat, I am going to try this hand, and we're going to get punished for it, and you guys are going to like that. But then there was these games where, like, you could grind back and forth and flip-flop, but then you would keep bringing back Fulminator mages, and you would just start, like, blowing up your opponent's lands and stuff. I have double Wistfulness, so I can take care of his Tormod's Crypt if we find another green. But we might not find another green, so, oh my god, chat. Am I the best at this game? I don't even... let's see. I don't even know. I can't even remember my full list. But then we got the Amonkhet cycle. It was just like a super fun deck to like watch evolve. Because like every set almost brought something new. Oh, he didn't even crack that to kill the other Wistfulness? Interesting. Moonshadow is cool, since nothing happens. Let me go back kind of far. But I used to play, like, main deck Fairy Macabres and, like, Brazen Borrowers and Bone Crusher Giants, and I don't know. It was just a super cool, like, game plan that you could just keep mixing and matching. And I would, like, tune it every week. We don't really have anything to do with that, do we? I'm gonna drop it, chat. It seems like a bad idea, but I'm doing it. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, so he's a little bit lower to the ground than I thought he is. I think I'm gonna hold on to this Vibrance, and we might just hardcast it next turn. Try and get both things off. God, I wish we had Shardless Agent, chat. Opponent Croxes us, which kind of hurts our plan. I would like another land. Or a Cycler. Redeem's pretty good. We'll hold on to it. And the deck was stupid when you when we got Grief. Dude, Grief was disgusting. Okay, second Vibrance. There's a land. Let's go get another red, red, blue, blue. I think I'm gonna just pay 2 here. Grief, like the incarnation, the black one. You can evoke it by exiling a black card from your hand, and your opponent discards a card. It like Thoughtseizes your opponent, but it's on a creature. Yeah. It was pretty sweet. Because you go like turn 1 Grief, turn 2 cycle a couple things, turn 3 Violent Outburst, and then Grief them again. Untimely Malfunction. Okay. I'm gonna get a Dwarven Mine, I think. I have enough to cast this Oliphant, so I'm gonna hang on to it. It banned, right? Oh yeah, it was disgusting. Grief and Fury are banned in Modern. Fury was the one that deals 4 damage divided among any number of targets. So it just like basically wrecked aggro. Chat, we have a pretty decent backup plan here of just casting really big things. And so far, it's going great. I've heard Modern's in a pretty good spot. I don't know if there's anything oppressive right now that I can think of. Boros Energy is still like a big... Like, it puts up good results, and it's a pretty... It's like 20-something% of the meta. So it's still putting up good stuff. Opponent is swinging. Does that mean board wipe? Or is he going to sack to do... Okay. This Leyline Void is really fucking him up. So yeah, this actually felt pretty good. I think we just had a real tough time matchup-wise. You know, Reanimator plays into our own game plan pretty well. Hexcatcher making all of his stuff able to counter our own living ends, and the Merfolk matchup in round 1 was really tough. And we kind of just got randomly picked apart from those things. But we did fire off Etali's favor a few times, and it felt... In most of the games, we were able to find a Colony Garden or a Dwarven Mine pretty consistently to have a target for favor. And since they're just plain old tokens, it's like our opponents didn't really care about them too much. Having both Vibrance and Wistfulness was really nice. Vibrance is actually real MVP here for being removal and a tutor for these. Kaleem felt pretty good too. Sky Turtle was great. I think, yeah, everything we wanted to test felt good. I think we might still change some things around, though. Mearshell Crab was nice to have, but 3 mana is a lot to pay for a counterspell in this format. And it doesn't actually help us the turn we try and Living End off, like Force Negation does. So, not sold on this one, but overall, at least we got our last couple matches. And that felt pretty good. But, you could probably get a little more consistent, changing the cyclers around, dropping the crab for something else. Not sure what yet, but I'll look into it. But our sideboard felt great. We might lean more into like the free spells. I forgot we had Force of Vigor, so we changed that midstream. But maybe now that I remember we have Mindbreak Trap, we can just chuck the Damping Spheres, get them out of here, and just hold on to this. Twin Shot Sniper was good. Extra turtles for tricky things like in the Reanimator matchup was pretty sweet. And Leyline came in quite handy, even in that last match where it just kind of shut off his deck, even though he was still casting all his spells. So, yeah, this feels pretty sweet. I'm excited. I think I'm going to keep working on it. I like Etali's favor a lot, even though it gives us a lot more deck building restrictions. But it has some promise. So between this build and the Beseech build, I think those are my favorites so far. Obviously, we saw opponent with Bloodbraid Marauder. Those lists are pretty cool too, but you don't get access to as like consistent enablers, right? Usually those decks just play Marauder. We have a teamer list with that. But in this case, we're also playing Violent Outburst, but even these two together are so awkward because if you're ready to go off and you somehow don't have Delirium, you fire off Violent Outburst, hit a Marauder, and then you just fizzle. So, we'll see. I'll keep working on it in the next few days. I really miss Endurance, and I really miss Force Negation. So maybe I'll keep digging for things to help us sort of make up for those lost pieces of utility. But overall, not a great record, but fun to play and showed some decent promise. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.